happiness seekers. You no longer need to listen to TikTok gurus, self-help books, or some stupid relatives who don't know you, because simple daily actions can have huge effects on your mindset, on your positive thinking, and therefore on your happiness level. A lot of experimental studies have shown that happiness is not a consequence of success, but a cause of it. Yes, you heard correctly. So instead of success leading to happiness, happiness actually leads to success. So in this video, I want to show you little daily habits that will teach you positive thinking, how these habits work best for you, and how they will have huge effects on your daily happiness. So despite some evidence suggesting that individual differences in happiness are strongly influenced by your genetics, research has shown that much of people's happiness is actually under their control. And that's great news, right? So how can we get our happiness under our control? By exploring the characteristics of really happy people, researchers have been able to find activities that might increase people's happiness if they were implemented in their daily lives and daily routines. And the results of these simple, intentional, and regular practices were healthy thoughts and behaviors. Alright, so enough of the chit-chat. Here are, according to science, the daily habits that will boost your daily happiness level. The first one is writing letters expressing gratitude. The second one is counting your blessings. The third one is performing kind acts. The fourth one is cultivating your strengths. The fifth one is visualizing your ideal future self. And the last one is meditating. I'm sure there's no real surprise here for you if you're into that topic already. But for me, knowing that there's scientific evidence that these daily habits help boosting happiness, I'm way more motivated to actually perform them. And there's 3 out of these 6 habits that work best for me, and I will exactly tell you why. First, there's journaling. Journaling really helps me to get clarity over my thoughts, and I think that's what it does for most people, because being able to write something down requires that you structure your thoughts, that you build sentences, and that's exactly what helps structuring your mess in your head. And the way I journal mostly looks like this. I rate current situations from day to day, and I see how things develop over time. So if something is constantly at a low score, I try to get rid of it. And if something has a high score over a longer period, I know maybe I should stick with that. What also really works for me is looking at future me. Like I mentioned, the ideal future self. And for every decision, I ask myself, would future me do this or do that? Would future me cancel this meeting? Would future me buy this overpriced hoodie? I don't know. Would future me run away from this challenge? This way I actually become future me before I am actually future me, if that makes any sense. And what also works for me is performing kind acts and expressing gratitude at the same time. So just by saying thank you a lot in your daily life, that's expressing gratitude. You shouldn't say thank you to all and everyone, but if someone helps you, if someone is nice to you, just say thank you with a smile. That's when I also have little chats with random people, maybe at the supermarket, maybe with coworkers, just to have this little random kind conversation, and that actually boosts my daily mood, yeah. And I think these habits work so well because they're kind of setting off a mindset shift. It's not just what happens on the outside, it's really what happens in the inside. Because you kind of learn positive thinking, you learn to see happiness, you learn to see what you can be grateful for. For example, if you write that gratitude journal, you will actually start looking for things you can be grateful for, and you will automatically get way more aware of them, and you will see that they are actually there. So these are the habits according to science and the habits that work best for me. And really the best part is that they are self-administered, they are very brief, and they are very cost effective. So there's actually no excuse not to practice them. Now you say, that sounds too good to be true. And you're partly right, because there are some little factors affecting the success of these daily habits. Scientists call that features of the activity. So the features of positive activities, for example, their dosage, their variety, their sequence, all influence their success. So for example, like any other medical treatment, the dosage, meaning the timing, the meaning, the frequency, that really matters. For example, in one study, performing 5 kind acts in one day for a whole week resulted in larger increases in well-being than did performing 5 kind acts throughout the whole week. So determining the ideal dosage for you is very critical. And as always, find what feels best for you. Theory and research also suggest that boosts in well-being are way more sustainable if the positive activities are varied. So for example, participants who varied their positive acts throughout the week felt way more happier than the persons who performed the same kind act all day. So again, find what fits best for you, and then try to implement all those habits from time to time. Further evidence also suggests that certain activities might be a good starter. So just for that study, participants who began a 6-week happiness intervention by writing letters of gratitude experienced greater results in boosts of happiness than those who were performing kind acts. So a third time, look what feels best for you and what might be a good starter for you, and work your way up from there. So what are the exact effects of these positive activities? Researchers report improvements in social relationships, so personal resources, as well as mental and physical health. Engaging in these daily habits also leads people to look at life events way more positively. And practicing these activities may also boost well-being by satisfying very basic psychological needs, such as autonomy, such as relatedness, such as competence, such as self-efficacy. And I think that's something to strive for. So, happiness seekers, you no longer need to listen to TikTok gurus, advertisers, self-help, books, or some stupid relatives who don't know you, because relative, simple, daily actions can have huge effects on your mindset, on your positive thinking, and therefore on your happiness level. If you want this scientific letter I got the infos from as well, just comment down below. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you can boost your happiness level as well, and I see you in the next video. Peace.